Hello there, everybody, and welcome back once again aboard to Real Time Football. My name is Tom, and I am going to be bringing you my Premier League Game Week 2 predictions in this video. Do give the video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new watching this Premier League predictions video. Do join in the chat as well. Sorry, not in the chat, in the comments below as well. Let us know who you think's going to win what game. Compete with me. I do love a good predictions video, and yes, we are starting them in game week 2. So let's get right on with it. And yeah, also if you do want to feature in the Premier League game week predictions, you can do that by giving me an email, which I will leave down in the description, or my socials, which are my socials. Here's my socials. If you do want to join in, then follow me on one of the social platforms listed below. And yeah. Right, we're going to get straight on with it then. So here we go. Predictions. I've just lost it. There we are. Right, then we're going to start off with Brighton, who are up against Manchester United. I thought Brighton very positive in their opening game against Everton, Goodison Park, 3-0 victory. Can't really go wrong with that, can you, for Brighton? Manchester United, I just feel like they may have the edge in this fixture. I thought it was a good win against Fulham, well dug out, got that late winner, Joshua Zirkzee, looking bright, obviously getting that goal on his debut. Also, they've got more debutants to start to make their mark, So on this occasion, it's a controversial one, but I have gone with Brighton 0, Manchester United 2. I just think that United will have the edge. So Brighton 0, Man United 2 is my prediction for that one. Moving on to Palace, who are up against West Ham. Now, last time, I think Palace won this one 4-3 or 4-2. I know Palace won it. I thought Crystal Palace were quite poor against Brentford, if I'm being honest. Now, there obviously was some controversy over the disallowed goals, but I felt like the disallowed goals, in fact, it was 5-2. Yeah, last time round, 5-2. I felt like that the disallowed goals were actually correct, the ones that were controversial against Brentford. Well deserved win for Brentford there. But yeah, West Ham were quite poor as well against Villa, very much in the first half until they got the equaliser from the penalty. Lost the game 2-1. I see West Ham getting a point out of this. I think both teams are a bit, kind of new season, that kind of thing. Obviously, West Ham have got a new manager. I see 2-2 here for, these two. Obviously, a big point it would be as well for Lopetegui. Fulham v Leicester City. Leicester showed good signs second half against Spurs. Spurs dominated in the first half. I'm going to go short and sweet here. Fulham are a great club. Leicester are probably going to get relegated. Leicester aren't as good as Fulham. Fulham have got probably the better manager, the better squad, the better everything. Fulham 2, Leicester City 0 is what I'm going for that one. I just see Fulham, as the better club and the club who should win that one. So Fulham 2, Leicester City 0. And another really simple one as well. Man City up against Ipswich. Look, Ipswich, newly promoted. Did all right against Liverpool, lost the game 2-0. Unfortunately for most clubs, like Ipswich and Luton and Bournemouth and so, even if you are a good team, if you go to Anfield, the Emirates, or the Etihad, you're likely to lose. And I've seen teams like Nottingham Forest get beaten 6. I've seen Fulham get beaten, I think, 5-1 there. I could list a number of results. But yeah, just plain and simple, I'm going to go for a 5-0 win for City. I just think that Ipswich should be expectant of a defeat of that calibre. I don't really see Ipswich or Ipswich fans expecting anything out of that fixture. If they do get something out of that fixture, fantastic. We'll have raised eyebrows, most certainly. But yeah, on paper, it should be at least 5-0 for City. So I've got Man City 5, Ipswich Town 0. Southampton showed good signs against Newcastle. Another one of those teams who showed good signs. Only lost the game 1-0 at St James's Park. Overall, positive result for Southampton, really only losing 1-0. I had them down to lose 4-1. Now, obviously, they couldn't get back into the game against 10-man Newcastle. I feel as though, first home game of the season for Southampton, they'll definitely be up for it and they'll definitely be competitive. I think the difference you've got there is Nottingham Forest. They do have a lot of energy. They've got some very exciting players. And I also see it as a club that's been in the Premier League now, going into their third season in a row, up against a team who has just got back up from the Championship after being relegated rock bottom. Now, obviously, I don't see it as exactly as bluntly as Southampton are going to be rock bottom. But for me, I think the Nottingham Forest should win this fixture, really, and bag the 3 points against Southampton. I think it'll be a good clash. But I see Southampton just losing this one. And I am going to be overseeing this one as well. I'll be watching this one at 3 o'clock on Saturday. So, Southampton 1, Nottingham Forest 2 is my prediction for that one. Spurs up against Everton. Now, I could have been a lot more harsh with what I'm about to predict. Still got the cold, unfortunately. It's going away now, though. Everton. I could have been a lot more harsh, really. I could have gone, a lot heavier than what I've said. It was a poor opening game for Everton. Now, obviously, they had that disallowed goal to open the scoring, and since that point, it came across to me as though they just deteriorated. Couldn't get back into the game, couldn't bite back, could have lost 4-0, but the disallowed goal late off on Brighton. It was a horrible day at the office. And Spurs, they look great against Leicester, and dare I say it, but Leicester actually look better than Everton at the minute. Based on that, I think Everton will get a goal, but I see Spurs with some comfort winning this game. So Spurs 3, Everton 1 is what I've gone for this one. Now it's the big one of the week for Arsenal. A horrible fixture, really, as the second game of the season. It is Villa up against Arsenal. Last season was a joke against Villa. In fact, Villa cost us a title. And I'm a man who wants revenge. I want to see my club step up and win at Villa Park. And it's most certainly not impossible for us because if I go down to the stats, ignore last season, we have gotten ourselves wins there. Obviously 2 straight. In fact, 2 straight. 4-2 and 4-2 and 1-0. So, I would like to see my team step up. I want to see us get the 3 points. The start of the season for us is quite difficult. Obviously, we've got those away games which have been thrown at us, and they are quite difficult away games. Obviously, we've got the Villa game, then we've got the North London derby, and Man City away. Now, the ideal would be to get 7 points out of those games. I'll be completely honest. At this moment in time, I see us probably getting I see there being more chance of us getting a point out of the Etihad than I do at Villa Park. It's a hard one to predict. However, I'm going to be brave, and this is what I want to happen. I want to see us win, so I've gone with an Arsenal win. I don't think it will happen, but you never know. So I've gone Villa 0, Arsenal 1 for this one. But I am dead nervous about this one. It's probably one of the ones I'm least looking forward to. I'm much more looking forward to Brighton at home. Game week 3. But Villa away, man, difficult, man. I don't want to lose though. I swear, I will be fuming if we lose because weirdly for us, it's the early part of the season that's difficult for us. The second half of the season, the late part of the season, the back end is easy peasy, really. All the toughies, Etihad, Etihad, Villa Park, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They've all been thrown at us early. Now, that may be a good thing to get those out of the way early, whilst we're still fresh and whilst we've got everybody available. It terrifies me, but it could all be beneficial when we come to the final few games, when we've got it easy peasy. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm backing Arsenal to win. Villa 0, Arsenal 1. And then we'll move on to the Sunday games. It is just a 2-game weekend this time around, Saturday and Sunday. No Friday night or Monday night fixture. Bournemouth up against Newcastle is what we have next. Bournemouth, I can't really describe how they played against Forest, but obviously they had I think they had a goal disallowed actually quite early on in the first half. Whether that was to open the scoring or to equalise, I'm not sure. Obviously, there was it was a chaotic first half. They had the Danilo injury for Forest, which was just awful, by the way. Bless him, Danilo. I hope he gets well soon. I think he broke his ankle or something. But to the point, Forest led the game for the majority of the game. Late equaliser. That concerns me a little bit about Bournemouth. Will be my first time seeing what Bournemouth are like. I can't make a full in-depth prediction for the teams I've not watched, but I think Bournemouth probably should, based on Newcastle's performance against Southampton, get a point, if not 3 points, against Newcastle. So I've sat on the fence here a little bit. I've gone 1-1, but I have a feeling that if Newcastle perform the way they did against Southampton again, Bournemouth could run away with this one. So yeah, 1-1 for this one. Wolves against Chelsea. Chelsea just shocking against Man City. Chelsea are, wow, that club's got problems, hasn't it? That club has got problems. Real problems, man. Look, I expect Wolves to win this one. Wolves have won it. I think Wolves have done, well, Wolves did the double over Chelsea last season and beat them at Molineux the season before. I watched them beat them at Molineux, in fact. Yeah, 1-0. And then they did the double. Obviously, they got that win on Christmas Eve against Chelsea. And then, obviously, the 4-2 a bit later on in the season at Stamford Bridge. And Wolves, they showed some signs of looking good. They've lost Pedro Neto, though, to Chelsea. That could be a concern. However, I don't think at this stage of the season, when you're just starting to get into it, from the Wolves' point of view, there is a much easier fixture for you than Chelsea at home. After just playing Arsenal at home, Arsenal away, on your first game of the season, I would be like, that's like saying to me, go play Liverpool at home. Go play Liverpool away. No. Now that's like saying to me, okay, let's pretend Arsenal were let's pretend Arsenal were away on the opening game. That's like saying to me, well, go into I don't know. Well, I won't say Southampton because they normally give us a difficult game. Ipswich away, then we'll do that, and then Chelsea at home. I expect nothing more than 6 points. Anyways, point is, Chelsea are crap. Wolves, they've got more to show, I think. I'm going to go Wolves 2-1 Chelsea. And last game of the weekend, on Sunday. Listen, Brentford, fantastic performance against Palace. Fully deserved of the 3 points. No Ivan Toney as well. Don't know if he'll be back for this game. I think Toney or not, I think Liverpool should win this game with a clean sheet. And yes, I'm going to go 3-0 for Arne Slot Liverpool at Anfield. So that's Liverpool 3, Brentford 0. Okay, folks, that does round up the game week 2 predictions for the Premier League game week 2. Thanks for watching. Do drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and let us know if you want to join in.